What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry if I sound a little sick. I'm not. It's just my allergies have been kicking my butt the last couple of days, like real bad. So today's been the worst out of all of them. I've taken like a Benadryl and a Zyrtec and it's still hurting. I am out at Town Fair Tire. So I'm chilling with Kenny. Kenny's gonna be going through and doing my alignment. This car is his, and he's been working on this for like a while. And this thing is so sick, dude. Like, this thing is fire. We're gonna finally get an alignment on this turd. Like I said, the last video, I got all my arms in. I lowered my car back down to where I kind of want it. I raised it just like, I think less than a quarter of an inch. I've had a lot of rubbing prior. So now I shouldn't have that issue anymore. But yeah, so she's out and about. Now, like I said, we're just waiting on Kenny. We're gonna go ahead, get some alignment shit going on, and then that's about it. And then I'm probably just gonna wipe her down, because if you guys can see, let me see if I can get you a spot here. That's all pollen. So it's just been destroying me. I've been getting wrecked because this pollen. It's like punched me in the face. So. Oh, I was about to say, I do got boards too if you need boards.
Oh no, we should be all set.
All right, word. All right, guys, so Kenny has got us out here. We're good to go. There's a couple little things that I can do to get a little bit more adjustment, but where we're sitting at right now is even all around, and I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna try this setup now and see how it feels. Again, I like to adapt to my car. I do love knowing my car, but since my alignment was so off last time and I was still able to rip and drive with Jesse and Cody and stuff, like having an actual like complete proper alignment, it could be a totally different beast. So we're gonna see from there. So we got the rears swapped over, alignment good to go. I'm probably gonna wipe this down right before I actually have to go drive it back home or whatnot. I mean, we got to stun a little bit, right? So yeah, right. But thank you, Kenny, again, man. Always helping me out, dude. So if you guys need alignment, bro, hit Kenny up. I'm gonna put his handle right here. Hit him up, dude. So thank you so much, bro. And his car is fire. His car is fire. It's about like 2 days later, 3 days later, after actually getting my alignment and such, I actually got really sick. So that day that you guys saw me, I was like super sick, and I was like, I don't know what the freak's going on. I got COVID tested. It was not COVID. I had 2 tests at work, so I'm good from that point. I'm still a little stuffy. I don't know if it was just I had a sinus infection also with some kind of sickness or whatever, but it is what it is. I was pretty knocked out of it, but we're back. So I actually got the car back up. My dad's gonna be working on the Camaro. We're doing some carpet work in there. He's got all new upholstery for the Camaro. But besides that, for my car, we are drifting tomorrow at Lebanon Valley Drift. So what I need to do is, I have not changed this transmission oil in like 3 years, so that's probably a problem. And then I also have to do the engine oil because it's been sitting all winter. So that's what we're doing on this. I might raise this up just a little bit more. We took a little bit less camber this time around with Kenny, just for more of tire wear and such. And I'm kind of rubbing a little bit here, and I really don't want to mess up my overs, or like the overs that I made. So I'm just gonna raise this up just a little bit more, nothing crazy. The front's actually pretty good where it's at, so I'm gonna leave the fronts where it's at. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do on here. We're gonna clean this girl up, and then we're gonna pack everything that we need for tomorrow. And I also have something that's super sick to show you guys. So I got my new diff in. So my different ratio. So you guys may ask like why I want to switch up my ratio, my gear ratio and my differential. And the main reason is that I feel that I have progressed as being a driver, that I just don't want to put so much stress on the clutch system as I have been over the past couple years. So last year was probably my hands down best year driving, which makes sense. It's because it's been the longest period of time where I've had so much practice. That I've just been clutch kicking and clutch kicking and clutch kicking and clutch kicking, and I really think it's putting a toll on the system. So I wanted to switch up the gear ratio just a little bit more. Yes, I'll still have the clutch kick here and there, but with a higher gear ratio. So I have, right now, I think we have like a 4 in there.
in the stock Z32 diff. I am at a 4.9 now, so it is much shorter, and it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be fun, as what I've been told. I've been told that stock KAs, 240s, and I guess people just rip in 4.9s, and it's gonna be sick to hear rev limiter a little bit. But then again, now I'm taking stress off the clutch system, but I'm putting it towards the motor more, because if I'm gonna be hitting rev limiter, it's gonna be a total trial run. I bought that, and again, this is just out of research that we've done over the past few years and things like that. So I went 4.9. I went on the more higher end on this, and a little bit more crazy compared to a different differential ratio. The next one that I know Robbie wants to try out is a 4.6. So a 4.6 is a little bit less than a 4.9. And a little bit less of like getting to that rev limiter area, but I think the 4.6 is you still have the ability to. I barely hit rev limiter. If I'm hitting rev limiter, like I'm like in it, like pinned. Overall, with having the 4 ratio, I have to clutch kick a lot, and the car is super gripped up. Even if I would, like, with good tires and a good setup, the car would be super gripped up. So even if I was like in drift and I had the wheels spinning, and if I was at lock, it would be not like really the lock that was kind of slowing me down, or like how my car is set up. It's just the diff. Like, it was just the wheels were not able to keep the wheel spin up to where I needed it to be. So that's why I would need to do so much clutch kicks. And then you need to understand that when I'm clutch kicking, for a split second, fraction of a second, it's gonna stop the wheel speed, and then it's gonna pick the wheel speed higher up. So like that kind of throws your line off. So anytime that, like, if you're drifting, and then you could feel that your car is starting to slow down in wheel speed, you clutch kick, it's gonna kind of do like a little shimmy like that real quick. And maybe not that absurd, but I'm just trying to do it just so you guys could visually see it. But yeah, so we got a new diff. I'm not going to be putting that in, because obviously what I would have to do is take my diff out. I have the ring and pinion, so basically that's what is in that package. I'd have to take out the setup that I have in here, get this put in, throw some shims in to make sure that all that gear lash, like we talked about on the daily Z's diff, we're gonna have to make sure that that's all correct, and that bearing is going to be set correctly. So that's going to be going to Sean Liddy, my main man that obviously helps me out with all the fab stuff, so at Ringleader Racing. So we'll be seeing him soon. Super pumped about that. But yeah, enough talking. Let's get into it. Let's do this oil change really fast. Let's get this transmission fluid out and swapped over, and yeah. And for the Camaro, this is basically my dad's OEM rug. This is the rug that's been in there since '79. So you can see, so he did do some carpet painting way back in the day. I don't know like when he did that, but you can see the OEM color here, and then he did use that like carpet upholstery paint or whatnot to darken it up to where it should be. And then he's like, yeah, it's basically time to get rid of that. I really don't want to have like my nice car, I mean, kind of raggedy anymore. So he got some carpet from Summit Racing, I think. And yeah, so he's just in there now. He's getting after, he's cutting all of his holes in. It looks really good. So he's getting the seat in right now, trying to match everything up. But super clean. If you guys have not seen this build yet, I have talked about it in previous videos, probably a few years back. But again, I'll give you guys like a rundown on it, everything. But yeah, finished with the oil change, and now I just took this out of the transmission, and she looked flaky. This is what going on 5 years, 5 seasons of drifting looks like when you don't check your transmission oil, because I'm an idiot.
Yours is a little gritty if you feel it.
Yeah, no, I mean, you could see it. So, but yeah, so I was just showing my dad. It's actually not as bad as I thought. It is a little bit gritty, but again, this is like 5 years of drifting on this Z32 transmission. So, but he's saying like he's seen a lot worse in the cars that he's worked on. This is like nothing. So I'm pretty pumped about that. So that's kind of a win. But yeah, so that's draining out, and then we're gonna fill it up with MT90. I got my little pump system over there, and I'll show you guys exactly what you got to do for that. So as you guys can see, this is the drain plug is right on the bottom of the transmission, and then if you look basically up the side of the tranny, you can see where the fill plug is. So it's just literally runs along the side of the tranny. That's the fill plug. So that's why you need the pump system for it. But again, I'm just gonna let this drain out, and then put the plug back in, like with the magnet, and then we'll take this guy out and start filling her up. All right, guys. So after getting the fill plug out, what you got to do is use like your little pump mechanism here. A quick thing with the MT90 bottles is the advanced setup for this pump does not, I mean, it works, but it's not made for this, I guess. I thought that it would work because this pump here has threads for a gallon jug, and then so like quote unquote for the quart size on the inside, but this does not screw onto this. So basically what you got to do is like use this tube in here, then you place it inside the bottle, and then you place your other end of the tube here in the fill port, and then you just fill it up. Like all you do is like pump. But the issue is that since this does not screw onto here, you have to like hold it down and then like use your bottom fingers to actually do the pumping, because the pumping mechanism, it's a headache. So yeah, this does not work for the MT90 bottles, but it does work in general. So it just took me a little bit longer than usual to fill up. I think instead of filling it up in probably like 10 minutes, it probably took me like 25. Just because my hands were getting tired from holding this into the fill plug hole, and then me trying to use one hand to like pump. Yeah, again, it is what it is. But oil's done, transmission fluid's done, so now all I got to do is just raise the rear a little bit, and then after raising the rear, we're good to go and gonna get everything ready for tomorrow. What's up? All right, guys, the car is done. So tranny fluid's in. I didn't get to switch the diff yet, but oil change is done. Alignment is done. Height is done. Everything's done. So now what we have to do is get this girl all packed up for tomorrow morning. So all I'm gonna really do is just go around, kind of grab like the jack stands, all my tools and such, throw it in this drift car, and then yeah, we'll just put her up on the trailer tomorrow morning. I think I'll do like the windshield and the dash and stuff tomorrow at the track. I have like my window cleaner and such. So, but yeah, man, it like even at night this thing shines. Like you can still see me, like in the it's wild. But this thing makes me so happy, guys. Like it doesn't make me as happy as seeing that we're almost at like what 6,700 subscribers, or 5,700 subscribers, almost 6,000 subscribers. So I'm super pumped about that. Thank you guys so much. So we're just keep climbing and climbing, and 10K is like in sight, and I love it. And it's so much fun. Like I said, I have a blast working on these things and showing you guys practically everything that I do, you know what I mean, step by step and whatnot. And you, from the people that have been here in the beginning, they've seen this thing be an absolute turd coming out of a barn find to now like it shines at night. So it's crazy. I still got a ton of stuff to do, obviously, but yeah, oh my god, like I am so freaking excited about this. Like I've been waiting. I mean, last event was like in November, so a few months. I've been waiting a long time for this, and and now like after this event, when I get ready for the next event, we're gonna have a 4.9 in the rear. It's gonna be freaking sick. But with all that being said, I'm gonna get into finishing this up. I know you guys got stuff to do, I got stuff to do, and I'll have a next video out for you guys, and it'll be drifting. So I'm super excited. Again, thank you guys so much. If you guys have not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button up here. And if you're looking for any additional content, click one of these links here. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.